Children are very, very sensitive. Sometimes you may think children are fools. But one thing I can say is that children just think their age. But that their age is very sensitive. They are very wise in their own way. Because when they are very sensitive to changes. They even know when finances are not flowing as they used to. You know, they are very sensitive. I remember this one time we had a challenge, a political challenge at home, and my dad was put in, and my mom, and you know, the meat never used to flow like it used to. And I remember one of my brother just said, nataka fadhi akuje tukule nyama vile tulikuwa tunakula. They are able to tell when things are not right. And now what happens is that most of the time you see that kids were able to freely go out there to play. Anytime they would go play with the dad, play with the mom. But when things start going haywire, there is always something. They stop going out a lot because they are like, suppose I go and then something happened when I'm away. Because you see now, unfortunately, some parents are not able to hold their emotions. So what happens is that they start abusing each other in front of the children. They'll start doing things that, of course, causes alarm to the children. And so they start becoming hypersensitive, you know. They are like, suppose we go and then mom kills dad or dad kills mom, you know, because you start hearing things. And even if there was no shouting, they'll still be able to know. It may take a bit long or longer for them to be able to really tell. However, you can see they are able to tell, and they start becoming reactive. And interestingly, they'll even start reporting some of these messages, mostly to their teachers. If those that are close to their teachers, they'll start telling their teachers, oh, my mom and dad, they are doing 1, 2, because nowadays children are more expressive. And those that are not expressive, they'll start withdrawing. And
that whole bit of the fact that they're expressive and really even general for right now, they're quite expressive, and that means that it's as if they're seeking answers, because even as they tell the teachers, they're probably telling them in a point of they're guessing, and even maybe
they need help. They're actually screaming.
Telling other relatives, I think this is what is happening, but they don't really have the full facts.
Yes.
Do they have a right to be told by the parents themselves that wakalishwe chini waambiwe, sisi, this is what is happening, so this is what will happen in this? Do they need to be told? You see right here.
Well, of course it is their right, because you see, you cannot say it is not their right, and yet you're operating as a team. This is a team, and when things are not working, they are squarely affected, you know. When you come and you're screaming at the mother, or the mother is screaming at you, even if they are asleep, of course what happens? They'll wake up, you know. You interfere with their emotions. And so they should be aware of what is happening. But of course, when they come to wise people, you should not escalate things if really they can be sorted out. And that is why people should tame their emotions. And even you and I, if you, a husband and wife, can be able to see when the challenges are coming up. And you should be able to look for help. You know? So unless things have aggravated, that is when children should be brought on board. Because now, most of the time, you don't tell them what is happening. They only get to see when things are going haywire. When we are throwing sufurias to each other, that is when they realize, hey, things are tough, you know? And so because of misinformation, because you see now, the problem is that when you start informing, again, you must ask yourself, so shall we sit them down, me and you, whose relationship is not working, sit our children down? Or is it me sit my children down, you come and sit them down? Meaning that they'll be getting different information. So by the time they merge what the father told them and what the mother told them, it becomes very, very difficult. And now they start wondering, so is it mom, is it dad who is bad? You know? So I think it is very, very important for us to let our children know exactly what is happening, but not at the early stages. Because now when you reconcile, then what happens? Now do you go and start telling them, now we reconciled? You don't know, you start playing some baby games, you know? So I think it is only fair for you to be able to know what to relay to the children. You know, relate them about the progress, tell them, yeah, this was not working, but right now we are sorting out things, and this is where we are. It is very, very important. Yeah, so instead of looking for help from the teachers, they're looking for help from the neighbors, you know, because kids are expressive.
Yes, yes.
And especially nowadays, They'll tell on anything and everything. Yeah.
And Richard, so whatever these children will be telling is what they're seeing, either in, because they're going to be seeing a difference in pattern, how Magita was saying, the things, how things were running in the house, they're no longer running that way. That means that maybe these parents are expressing things differently openly. Does this mean that in case there's a certain disparity in that household, it should be done in closed doors? Kule kwa bedroom, kama ni ku argue down there, but then in front of the children, things run smoothly. Should that be the way things should run?
Thank you, Stanley. I would want to validate what she's saying. The things that happen in every household, and that sets the precedence for all of us, wherever we are, that what we've seen acted at home, we have an opportunity to reenact it, because children learn by example and imitation. So if you can see it, I can demonstrate it elsewhere. And